The sequence of events that would dominate discourse around Hearts to Hearts for weeks began in the early hours of October 17, 2025. At approximately 2 a.m. KST, a user on a popular international K-pop forum created a thread titled, "Did H2H have a completely different debut?" The post contained a link to a file-sharing service hosting an audio track titled Eclipse and several scanned pages of what appeared to be production notes. The notes included vocal distribution charts, mixing instructions, and brief concept descriptions mentioning cyberpunk aesthetics and vocal power climax. The original poster claimed the materials were from late 2024 and represented Hearts to Hearts' original debut direction. The user account was newly created and no further information about the source was provided. Within minutes, the thread was shared across Twitter, Instagram, and Korean platforms like Naver Cafe and The Coup, achieving rapid viral spread. The musical content of the leak became the immediate focus. Eclipse presented a starkly different sonic profile from the officially released debut single, The Chase. Where The Chase was built on a warm melodic synth-pop and R&B foundation, the leaked track featured a driving, distorted bass line, aggressive synth stabs, and a high adrenaline bridge culminating in a sustained high-note sequence. The production notes suggested a choreography concept involving geometric light formations and powerful, sharp movements. Online reactions varied instantly. In one observed pattern, many fans and casual listeners expressed a sentiment of surprise and intrigue, with comments suggesting the leaked track felt more intense and complex than the debut song. Concurrently, other fans defended The Chase, noting its record-breaking sales and describing it as elegant and public-friendly. A third segment of discussion focused solely on condemning the leak itself, emphasizing the violation of the artist's and company's rights regardless of musical opinion. By midday on the 17th, Eclipse and Hearts to Hearts were among the top trending topics on multiple social media platforms in South Korea and internationally. SM Entertainment's initial response came via a formal press release at 4:30 p.m. KST on October 17th. The statement confirmed the authenticity of the leaked material as an old demo track that was considered and ultimately discarded during the normal creative process for Hearts to Hearts' debut. The agency stated that the final selection of The Chase was made through a comprehensive internal evaluation involving multiple teams. Crucially, the release framed the incident primarily as a criminal matter, citing unauthorized access and distribution of confidential internal assets and announcing the immediate filing of a complaint with the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency's Cyber Investigation Unit. The company stated it would pursue all available civil and criminal penalties against the source of the leak and any individuals found to have knowingly distributed the copyrighted material. The statement concluded by urging fans to focus on the group's officially scheduled activities, namely the upcoming Focus mini-album release. This legal-focused response is a standard protocol within the K-pop industry, designed to deter future leaks and establish a clear boundary between official and unofficial content. The public and media analysis of the leak, however, quickly moved beyond the legal aspects. Entertainment news outlets began publishing articles comparing the two tracks' musical styles. Several noted that the sound of Eclipse seemed closer to the noise music or experimental genres associated with certain earlier SM entertainment groups, while The Chase aligned with a more globally accessible pop R&B trend. These articles did not assign value judgments but presented the comparison as a point of factual observation. This media framing provided a structure for the ongoing online debate, giving legitimacy to discussions about creative direction. Fan communities became divided into observable camps: those who believed the leaked track would have provided a more distinctive and SM-like debut identity, those who felt The Chase was a strategically wiser and more polished launch, and those who argued such speculation was meaningless and harmful given the illegal nature of the source material. A significant escalation occurred on October 18th with the publication of an anonymous editorial on a niche music industry blog. The post, titled "The Committee and the Compromise," claimed to be written by a composer who had participated in early songwriting camps for Hearts to Hearts. The unverified author alleged that the group's pre-debut concept was more sonically daring and conceptually unified, but underwent significant modification following the 2023 change in SM Entertainment's leadership. The editorial used speculative language, suggesting a new committee-based decision-making process favored calculable commercial safety over artistic risk. It named no names and provided no verifiable evidence, but its detailed descriptions of internal meeting atmospheres and generic creative disagreements resonated with a portion of the audience already questioning the group's direction. Major media outlets reported on the existence of this blog post, but consistently included disclaimers about its unverified classified and anonymous nature. Nonetheless, it fueled a new wave of online speculation about corporate dynamics, with some forums dedicating threads to analyzing the power structures within SM's host-founder era. The reaction from the Hearts to Hearts fandom itself showcased complex dynamics. Organized fan unions on platforms like Twitter and Dom Cafe issued statements condemning the leak and urging supporters not to share the files, emphasizing that it caused distress to the members and violated their hard work. Simultaneously, internal fan discussions on private messaging apps, screenshots of which were later shared publicly, revealed a more nuanced range of opinions. Some fans expressed private frustration, agreeing with the anonymous blog's sentiments, while others were angry at fellow fans for engaging with the leaked material. This incident highlighted a common tension in K-pop fan culture between the desire to protect artists from harm and the desire to critique the artistic decisions made by their managing agencies. As the group continued their scheduled pre-release promotions for the Focus mini-album, the leak became an unavoidable subtext during media appearances. In a press conference held on October 19th for Focus, a journalist asked the members if they were aware of the leaked demo and how they felt about the differing public reactions to their official debut sound. The group's leader, Kim Ji-woo, responded with a prepared statement, saying, "We trust and are grateful for the process that led to our debut with The Chase. Our focus is entirely on showing our growth through Focus. We ask for your love for our official music." This type of response is a standard industry practice, wherein idols are trained to defer to company decisions and redirect attention to current promotions without addressing controversies directly. The official release of the Focus mini-album on October 20th then became a de facto focal point for the entire controversy. Music critics and listeners immediately analyzed the 6 new tracks to see where they fell on the perceived spectrum between The Chase and Eclipse. Early critical consensus, as observed in various media reviews, noted that the mini-album contained a wider range of genres, including one B-side track with a more aggressive electronic sound that some commentators likened to the leaked demo's energy. This led to a new wave of online discussion about whether this represented a creative compromise or a natural evolution. Chart performance for the album's title track was strong, debuting high on major digital platforms, but social media metrics showed an unusually high volume of conversation also tied to the leak, with many tweets and posts comparing specific Focus songs to Eclipse. The situation entered a new phase on October 25th when the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency confirmed to news agency Yonhap that they had received SM Entertainment's complaint and had initiated a preliminary inquiry into the leak. According to the police statement, the investigation would focus on tracing the digital footprint of the original upload and identifying potential internal or external sources. This official police confirmation moved the story from the realm of pure fan speculation and media analysis into that of a formal legal proceeding. News reports following this development cited legal experts who explained the potential penalties under South Korea's Copyright Act and Unfair Competition Prevention Act, which could include significant fines and imprisonment for convicted leakers. In the weeks following, the public discussion has branched into several sustained threads. One thread continues to debate the artistic merits of the leaked track versus the official output, a discussion now enriched by the additional reference point of the Focus album. A second, more industry-focused thread examines the broader issue of demo leaks in K-pop, with commentators noting similar incidents for other major groups and discussing their impact on promotional cycles and artist agency trust. A third thread follows the potential legal outcomes, though no further public updates from the police have been given as of this reporting. The members of Hearts to Hearts have not publicly mentioned the incident again, maintaining a consistent focus on their ongoing Focus promotions through music shows, fan sign events, and variety content. The incident therefore exists as a parallel narrative to their official activities, a case study in how unauthorized disclosures can catalyze and complicate discussions about artistic identity, corporate strategy, and fan engagement in the modern K-pop industry, with no single narrative resolution yet in sight.